Pistons Live is presented by Cure Auto Insurance. I mean, a clinic out there tonight by the Pistons. We're wondering how they'd come out of that 5 days off. Well, they came out hungry, an impressive, dominant performance, really, from start to finish. 142-115, the final. Jalen Duren all over it in this game. He's standing by with Natalie Kerwin.
Well, Jalen, maybe you guys need a break more often. I mean, you guys came out with all the energy and the juice tonight. How did you do it?
I mean, we felt good. Like you said, had some time off. Got to stay off the beat. Had two good days of practice, and yeah, came out here. That was the expectation that, we should be energized and ready to go.
The last time you guys played Atlanta, JB called it an ugly win. It was not the case tonight. How did you guys really try and clean things up this week in practice? What did you focus on?
Focusing on all the details, all the little things that we know and that we've been talking about all year. Starting and hanging our hat on the defensive end, understanding what they're trying to get to and the players that they're looking for, and just executing, honestly. That's all it was.
You guys were really focused on getting out and running, especially against this kind of team. How much did that help you guys in trying to control the pace?
Yeah, I think we're at our best when we're getting stops and we're running and we're putting pressure on any type of transition defense. So we got a bunch of athletes. Whenever we can get out in the open court, I like our chances.
Your guys' defense as well was locked down. You forced so many turnovers. I know you guys hang your hat on that. That's part of the identity. But how much did you guys really emphasize that here too tonight?
That's the standard. That's the standard every night. I still think there were areas we could be better in, but that's the standard for every game, every time we come out here and play. The standard is to be elite defensively.
The bench unit, I don't even know where to start with these guys. They outscored Atlanta's bench. It was like 77 to 32. Those guys were unbelievable. When they can step up and take over a game, you guys had 11 guys that scored tonight. I
was about to say, yeah, there's no bench unit. You know what I mean? Even guys who come off the bench for us are starting caliber players. So we're lucky to have a team of guys who all stay locked in, all execute, who all understand the mission, and, we're all going for the same goal.
You guys just hit the 20-win mark. Where's this team at right now when you hear that record?
Still the beginning. Got a long, long season ahead. Want to keep stacking, keep getting better, and keep grinding.
Appreciate the time, JD. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Johnny and Grant, Pistons win this one, third time this season against Atlanta.
All right, Natalie. Yeah, JD said a long way to go, but you got to be proud of what they've done through 25 games. Look at our GMC Provision. The effort that they put forward tonight, Grant Long, just, again, the 142 being a season high in points scored, but that is dominance no matter which way you slice it.
No question about it. Everybody that played made a major contribution. I love what the bench was able to do. You heard Duren say it. Had 5 days off. They were able to recover, sharpen up some things, and it showed on the court tonight. The 45 bench points led by Isaiah Stewart, 17. I thought he was everywhere they needed him to be on the penetrating drive. He was right there at the front of the rim to receive those passes, to be that guy, the outlet guy, so to speak, in that rim or in that dunker spot to be able to finish. Again, everybody that made the floor tonight had a contribution.
Yeah, I mean, just relentless defensive pressure. You mentioned Isaiah Stewart. The man with the championship belt is making his way onto the show, joining us live. So without further ado, we need another chair for the belt.
We need a chair just for the belt itself?
Yeah, you know how it is.
Talk to me, talk to me.
Talk to me, talk to us.
Stu in the building, y'all.
This guy, man, fun to I was showing off a little bit. What you got?
Man, I got the BTA belt right now.
Attaboy.
I got it. JD had it last game, and he passed it to me today.
It seems like it goes back and forth between you and JD.
Yeah, hey, it do. Dog pound activity.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, man, tremendous performance, obviously, tonight from you guys. What can you say? You played 25 games. You've won 20 of them. Tonight, obviously, a collective approach. How good does this team feel right now?
Oh, man, we feel good. We feel good. We really want to, win this game and, give Atlanta our best. It's our third time playing them in, such a short period. So we want to, be the best version of ourselves tonight.
What's the secret of taking, and I know we hear it a lot in basketball and in pro sports, what's the secret in taking it one game at a time, being able to separate this game from the last one, whether you won it or lost it?
Just being in the moment. These games come so fast that, it's a quick turnaround, and you got to be ready to move on to the next one. So, just being in the moment, every day, every game.
I saw you had 17 points tonight. You seem to be everywhere near the basket. What happened that left you so open so much tonight?
You know, I have my teammates, I have my coaches telling me that, you know, they want me to be aggressive on that side of the ball. So, you know, I just had that in the back of my mind, you know, on that side.
Hey, when you, I know you guys watch a lot of film. Do you ever just like watching highlights of yourself?
Oh, well.
Because we can do it right now. I mean, we got to do that, right? I mean, we might as well.
Definitely defense, though. Definitely defense.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some defense in some of these clips here tonight.
All right, check it out. Let me check it out.
Oh, how about this?
Oh, I like that one. I like
that a lot.
Playing through the contact. See, this is what I was talking about. On all of the drives, you were right there. I mean, coming right toward the basket, one step dunk.
Yes, sir.
It's all offense on these highlights. Is that okay? It's okay tonight.
That's okay tonight.
We already know.
Listen, man, we're looking at the offense. We like the 17 points.
Yes.
But I'm standing here on 10 toes telling you that I'm pushing for Defensive Player of the Year, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, you're the best in the business, man. The best in the business right now. And we should keep talking about it, and I know I'm going to keep talking about it.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate that.
Hey, one of the things I know, when teams get together at halftime, like they made it a game, they get it to 9. They had 8 threes at halftime. You guys held them to 3 made threes in the second half, and obviously that was the only thing that was probably going to keep Atlanta in this game. How good of an adjusting team are you guys, like within game? When you guys get to the break, you hear the message from JB and able to implement what you guys want.
Yeah, just you know, just trying to take what JB is telling us and, you know, applying it to the game in real time. And he's always out here, you know, front line with us, you know, talking to us and, you know, making real-time adjustments.
You know guys,
what? Go ahead, John.
I was just going to say, you know, like, I know you guys take on a lot of the personality of your coach, and the team takes on a lot of your personality, too. You know, we hear these names out there like Nasty Dogs and the Dog Pound. You know, I see the Dog Pound Sons out there. Do you like attaching like a nickname, kind of a moniker to the way you guys play? Is that helpful?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. You know, we want to be, you know, be known as, you know, nasty, scrappy, physical, tough. You know, something that just wear on opponents that they don't want to deal with for 48 minutes.
Yeah, you know, we're a quarter of the way through the season right now, and like you said, you want to be that kind of team that wears on people.
Yes.
Have you noticed that from the beginning of the season to now, how the officials have started to officiate the way that you guys play?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, obviously, you know, they know we're a physical team.
Yep.
You know, they know that, you know, we're going to get gritty and we're going to get nasty and dirty. So.
Able to get away with a little more, I guess?
Oh, for sure. Ain't no problem with that, though.
There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things, I know you guys always respect the opponent, and it's one thing to say, hey, man, this is going to be our style, but you guys show up with that every night, and that earns the respect of opposing coaches. I was talking with Quinn Snyder before the game, and he said, look, we know how they play. Like, obviously, you'd face these guys twice already, and he said, we know they're going to be putting bodies on us. We know they're going to be physical. We know they're going to be grabbing. He said, for us, it's a mindset going in of just expecting, like, this is what's happening because we're playing Detroit tonight.
Yes,
and I think that's a testament to what you got, the brand that you guys have built. It's not all talk. You guys back that up.
Oh, 100%. You know, 100%. You know, actually hearing that from, you know, opposing team head coach, you know, that's a great thing to hear because that's what we want to be known for. And, you know, we want opponents to, like, you know, understand that coming into the game is, you know, this is how we're playing.
If somebody were to ask you, Stu, what's the identity that this Piston team plays with every night, that you can hang your hat on every night?
Grit. Toughness, physicality. I would say those 3 words right there. You know, that's something we try to hang our hats on every single night, especially on the defensive end.
Now, the follow-up question to that is, did somebody bring that, or you guys collectively said, listen, guys, this is the way we're going to win. We got to play this way?
Oh, I mean, it's something that everybody has to buy into. You know, it can't be one person or it won't work. So, you know, all of us are brought into that, and, you know, we want to be that version of ourselves every single night.
All right, last question, and we'll let you go back celebrate with the boys. When you win the championship belt, which you have for a couple of days, thankfully you guys don't play again until, Monday in Boston.
Yeah.
So you've got it for a couple of days. What do you do with it? Where do you put it?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh.
You take it home? Do you leave it in the locker?
Oh, yeah. No, this coming home with me.
Okay.
This coming home with me. You get some good energy around it at the crib, and have my baby boy,
Is it just one of those belts? It's just one?
Oh, just one.
Just one that goes around. Yeah.
1 on 1.
Yeah, you got to swaddle the baby in the belt. Let him learn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He knows who his dad
Swaddle
is.
the baby
Oh, yeah.
in the belt?
That's what you do. All right, good stuff, Stu. Appreciate your time, man.
Yes, sir.
Always
Thank you,
good to
guys.
see you, man.
Thanks, Stu.
Appreciate
Yes, sir,
you.
big dog.
Isaiah Stewart, big night tonight, obviously with the 17 points for the Pistons off the bench. Really collective effort tonight. 142 being his season high, 142, 115. Listening to Stu talk, so refreshing. Love spending time with him. And nice that we could have him out here, on the set live. There's no mistaking it, right? I mean, he's probably the face of it. I mean, more than anybody of the style with which they play. And that's been tremendous. But if let's talk about the bench as a collective unit. I thought it was cool what Jalen Duren had said when Natalie had asked him, about the bench coming in, and we showed you the numbers. He said, it's not even really a bench. It's just kind of like the next wave.
It's an extension of the starters.
Yeah.
It's just a full extension. I like what he meant by that. And here's the thing, Johnny. I think from top to bottom, everybody feels like on this team, it doesn't matter who comes in. We could all start, and we've seen it during that 13-game winning streak. There wasn't every starter available all the time.
Right.
Guys came off the bench, so everybody on this team feels like whoever comes in could actually start. And that's a great feeling of confidence from one player to the next, that no matter who goes down, hey, there's a guy sitting on the bench who could possibly be starting anyway. So we lose nothing. We bring a different dimension with this different player, but certainly he could be starting on our team. And I think that's what team chemistry starts to show on the floor. And I said it before. That's what we saw during that 13-game win streak. That's why we saw when they lost, or the win streak was snapped, they got right back to it. I asked Isaiah Stewart, is there a different mentality for this ball club when they win or when they lose? And you heard him say it. No. We attack every game as it's each individual game. And that's the sign of a true professional and a great team in the making.
Well, like JB went 13 deep in his rotation today, right? And now Chaz Lanier's on assignment with the Motor City Cruise, and we saw him the other night down in the G League go for 40. There's another, right? If he needed to could have gone 14 deep tonight. 14 deep tonight. And that just goes to show you, like, the strength in numbers. Now, Atlanta's shorthanded. They only had 10 available bodies tonight, but they ran out of steam. And these are two teams that were coming off lengthy, days off, like times to recharge, reset, focus on the slippage. And you saw a hungry team in Detroit that was like chomping at the bit. Let's get back out there. Let's compete. Let's play. It's a luxury to have as deep of a bench as the Pistons do. And again, they moved to an NBA Eastern Conference best 20 wins compared with just 5 losses. Great start to the season. Great first game coming off that break. Let's hear now from JB Bickerstaff inside.
See the team stay connected from start to finish in this one, from starters to bench all the way through.
Well, yeah, I think our bench came in and gave us a great lift to start the game. When we put that unit in, to close out the first quarter, I thought, and to start the second, I thought they did a really, really good job. Of being sound defensively, getting stops, and then finding their opportunities in transition to come up with some easy ones. And I think that ignited the starters. When we came back out of that third quarter, we had a different defensive mindset to hold them to 19 points in that quarter. I think we did a great job of, being physical and executing our system. And then that, again, led to our offense for us to score 142.
It looked like there was a real commitment to running the break tonight, and that was intentional for you guys. How much did that open things up for you offensively?
We've got a ton of athletes and a ton of guys who are skilled in the open court. That's one of the things that we want to do every single night. But I thought tonight we did a great job of rebounding the basketball, especially the long ones, which helped us get out in the break. But we got stops, and we got stops when we needed them.
What did you like from Ron tonight, just being part of that second unit to help get things going?
Yeah, he was awesome. His energy, the intangibles that he brings, his willingness to just do whatever it takes to win basketball games. And I've said it before, but it's unique for a guy his age, right? A lot of guys his age come into the league searching about how they can fit in, how they can be a part of it. But Ron just does all the small things that help you win. And then, he's able to get out and transition, run, finish, attack the paint, make the right play. He just plays with a great spirit that lifts everybody.
Hey, Coach, how much of this game was just a testament to the 2 days of practice you guys had, especially when it comes to the turnovers, which you guys finishing with only 12 tonight?
Yeah, again, we needed some time. But I also thought, like, the process of it was great, right? Like, we looked fresh. We had a lot of legs underneath us. And again, we were able to clean up some of those system things on both sides of the ball. So it's more about them having the opportunity and them not being injured than anything. And you just feel for the guys that have gone through those things. Like, what Sass has gone through hasn't been easy. What J.I.'s gone through, hasn't been easy. So, we're just happy for those guys that they get the opportunity to get out there and compete with their teammates because, we know that's what matters to them most. Appreciate y'all.
All right, when we come back, we just heard from Isaiah Stewart, auto insurance player of the game. He's standing by inside the Pistons locker room with Natalie Kerwin.
How much was this week having some time off and this reset needed for you guys to come out with more of the juice tonight?
It was definitely needed. I feel like we all came back. If we had little nagging injuries throughout the year, got those under control. And, we stayed in shape. I feel like that was a great thing, and we came out and did what we were supposed to do.
What did you guys see from that bench unit? I think it was towards the end of the first quarter that kind of like set the tone for this win.
Play hard, trust each other. I feel like Ron came out and just, he set the tone. I feel like Ron is like an energy shifter. So we came out, the starters a little stagnant, and I feel like Ron in the second group, all collectively, but Ron stood out to me, just kind of set the tone for the rest of the game, and we're like, we got to step it up.
There was a stretch at the end of the third where the second unit defensively was on the string. The bench kind of stood up and got into it. Just what did you see overall from that group tonight? And just tonight, where would this kind of rank among the defensive performances that you guys have had this season?
I would say a bunch of dogs. I would say the second group had an amazing performance, and the only reason I wouldn't put it higher is because they scored 114, which is a little too much. But I think the second group did amazing. I feel like they made us lock in. So second group gets a A+++.
How did it feel to have an opportunity for the starters' night to be done like midway through the third quarter?
It felt good. It felt good, because I didn't expect it. I know what JB was going to do, but the rest of the fourth, felt nice.
With Atlanta being a team that likes to push the pace, you guys were committed to running tonight. How intentional was that for you guys to really get out on the break, and how much did that help open up your guys' game offensively?
I would say, Atlanta likes to push the pace, so our goal was to get a bunch of stops. And, when we get stops, Coach makes it evident that all of us are free to just push the ball, and try to, score, put pressure on the basket, maybe kick it out. So we definitely thought about it, for sure.
Gum always is a little nicer after a win. He was chewing on that gum, feeling good about things. You heard him mention, by name, Ron Holland. Again, we talk about him a lot on the show, as we should, because, just his way to inject energy into this game. 12 points tonight, I think 5 or 6 rebounds, 3 assists, couple of steals.
He crashed out again.
He crashed out again.
Yes, sir. He crashed out again.
He's like Charlie Hustle, you know what I mean? Like every time he gets out there. Just tonight, it's just watching him toy with the defenses and stuff. I want to say toy with them, but I mean, like the way he's able to just inject himself into the flow of the game. The beautiful thing to think about with Ron Holland is, again, this is year 2, and we're only a quarter of the way into his second season in the league. And we just heard from one of the best defenders in the NBA, in Asar Thompson, and you see a guy like Ron Holland cut from that same ilk.
Here's the thing. Ron Holland plays with a lot of passion. You can't teach passion, Johnny. You just have to have it. It's not that he has a passionate offensive game. He has a passion for playing basketball. So what that means is any aspect of the game, he's going to give you full effort, and I think we see that on the floor time in and time out, that he when he gets in the ball game, he's going to give you something that's going to impact the game.
All right, he's got something for us now. He is now standing by inside the Pistons locker room.
All right, well, you and the bench unit were unreal tonight, gave this team a huge spark. How did that change the momentum in this game?
I think it changed the momentum a lot. Coming out, the starters, they were playing good, but, it was neck and neck, and I feel like the bench mob came in to do what we need to do, and I feel like that's the standard that we need to hold ourselves for the rest of the season.
Defense was able to force turnovers as well. I mean, that was a huge part, and obviously capitalizing on this one. How much of an intention was that compared to the last time you guys played these guys? You had 22 turnovers yourself. It felt like it was total opposite here tonight.
For sure. These last two practices, we've definitely been emphasizing where we want to take steps in the right direction. On communication on defensively and just being able to be physical. I feel like those two things are going to help this team out a lot. And once we all get on the same page and we just get the rolling, I feel like we're going to have a lot more nights like this.
Not that you guys were disconnected, but sort of leading up to this break, you guys had different guys coming in and out just due to injury. How much do you think the 5 days just helped you guys kind of get organized and reset coming into tonight?
Yeah, I think the 5 days was really good for us. It allowed us to relax our minds, get away from basketball, and kind of regroup. Some of us were able to catch up on shows, you know what I'm saying, just to, like I said, relax our minds a lot. But the practices that we had, we was able to come together. JB did a good job of getting us together before we started practice, saying, all right, it's time to make that jump. Naming the things that we needed to do to make that jump, and I feel like we went out there and executed.
How good did it feel, at least, to kind of have the team as healthy as they were out there tonight?
It felt really good. It shows how good we are healthy. We still got ways to go. We still got a lot of learning to do, but I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction with this team.
Steps in the right direction. You hear everybody saying the same thing. We got a long way to go. Nobody's patting themselves on the back too much just yet, but a dominant performance here tonight. Again,